A new update has rolled in, and with it, my damage has rolled on out. I now deal like 100k to Enderman, kinda stinky, but at least I can finally do tier 3s. And I'm about to hit Ender Slayer 6, which has obviously never been done before. So, let's get started. So Skyblock 0.14 is here, the Hex is here, everything is here, and a bunch of new quality of life changes have also been implemented. I mean, for starters, just take a look at my health and my intelligence. They have commas now. It's incredible. Damage does as well, although I have a mod that fixes that, so, I'm used to that. Although my favorite change by far has definitely got to be the new changes that the RNGesus meter has. I mean, those changes are just amazing. Now I can choose my drop, and I'm guaranteed to get it. Although, the amount of XP required may be like 10 billion, give or take, especially for things like the Warden Heart, and although I'm not Ender Slayer 7, the Judgment Core. So, that's gonna be fun. Although, at least I'm guaranteed, and that's the more important part. It's also been added to dungeons, so Necron Sandal prices are going to go down a little bit, I guess, but not probably too much if I really had to think about it. I mean, I can check right now. Necron's handle is... Oh, yeah. I mean, it was like a billion coins. 50 million coin difference. I mean, I don't even have 50 million coins. I've only got 8 million coins. Speaking of the 8 million coins I just mentioned, I actually got a pretty rare drop recently, which netted me about 40 million coins when I leveled it up and sold it. It was a legendary Enderman pet. Although they are worth a lot less now, I managed to auction it for a decent price and use the money I got to buy 3/4 Frozen Blaze armor, decently enchanted. And it allows me to finally run dungeons again, up to around floor 7. I can't really do much master mode, but that's fine. Should I have used the money to buy an Adam Split Katana? You might be asking, considering every single one of my YouTube videos so far has been about Enderman Slayer. Yes, that is probably not necessarily a bad idea. However, it doesn't matter. I got what I needed. I'll just, go drop another one. It's not that hard. I've already dropped a Phoenix pet. What more could you possibly ask from me? Although that probably does mean my RNG is basically dead. Anyways, moving away from that tangent back to the main title of the video, which I haven't even decided on yet, but it's probably going to have something to do with the new update that literally came out. I mean, I think it's a pretty great update. Although I can't do Slide Hex because I am a stinky boy and only have like 100 mil net worth. According to the museum, I mean, according to the actual profile calculator, it's like, let's see here, 289 million coins, which is easily almost 3 times as much as 100 mil. But I can't really go against Hypixel himself. I don't really know exactly who makes the code, but alas, I must get more money. So here's my boss now. After his phase goes away, 50 million health, which is great, as opposed to his previous 66 million health. And that makes them a lot easier to kill, because they have to deal 16 million less damage, so they're not going to be despawning or anything anytime soon. This part of the fight is pretty similar, it just kind of goes by... Actually, it doesn't really go by much faster, because although his health is lower, so is my damage, so, it's about the same speed. It's the third phase that is actually noticeably different, in my opinion. I'll just DPS it down there and talk about it once it happens. Oh, right, there's a nice phase. Oh, those first couple of numbers just vanish. Pretty nice. And throwing beacons now. Let's go. Kinda crazy. I mean, you definitely wouldn't see me getting this far into the boss before the update came out. I mean, he'd still be like 30 million health, and I'd be like grasping for health, using my wand of atonement at every turn. And even though I spawned my tank zombies at the same time, I still haven't run out of mana once yet this entire fight, which is great. And I'm pretty comfortable doing it, which is amazing. And now, third phase. Tank zombies would actually do their job. I could actually talk about third phase a little bit more, but this one here appears to think it's too good. At least I got it done now. So anyways, as you can see, the heads are spawning. This is normally where I would die, because all the heads and the beacons and it damaging me and the tank zombies being annoying, blah 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 blah, would typically be too much for my tiny little 2 brain cells to handle, and then it would end up killing me like this, and except I would actually die, and then I would lose and I would be sad and I'd have to stick to doing the stinky tier 2s. However, luckily now, the health difference is much nicer, and I can manage to deal enough damage. I think that was a dragon spawning or something, jeez. That's loud. So I look at the heads, and I can still do this, and it wouldn't normally have like 20 million health almost now. But luckily, it only has 4 million health. And that dragon just absolutely got shredded. I would have gotten my bits if I hadn't used them all up on the cookie though. Anyways. Although it is scuffed and takes like, 165 seconds, it can be done now, and that is the important part. Also managed to steal 1, that's like, I don't even know. Not you or whatever it is progress because of the Bazaar Changes. If I press this, it can be sold for 300 coins. Jeez, that is a lot of money. Wow. That is incredible. I just made so much profit off that boss. That is a perfect segue into my next section of the video, which is the Bazaar Changes. Enchantment books can now be bought and sold from the bazaars at the auction house, which is amazing because, G6 does the same thing whether it's worth 50 million coins or 3 million coins. So at least now it's got a universal cost. That is lovely. In addition to enchanting books, Essence is also now purchasable and sellable on the bazaar. All of them can be purchased, which is great, because that'll prevent lots of scamming from people in the future. And it'll allow me to get Crimson Essence instead of having to buy Slug Boots all the time. And I can just go straight to BZ, over here, Essence, Crimson Essence, pay 9k, and just buy a bunch, and level up my Crimson armor here. In addition to Cougar Teeth I need. I've only got 7, but at least I can just buy it now, and I think it is at a better deal than it is for Slug Boots, because the price of those has decreased significantly. Is it more efficient to just buy 170 essence or buy a bunch of slug boots? I'm not entirely sure. You can go ahead and test it yourself. Let me know in the comments or something if you're still watching this video. But you shall find out. I suppose time will tell. Oh, someone down here. Okay, well then I'll just be leaving. You can do what you want. There's someone up here too. Oh my god, the entire end is full. You can never get a free plateau. And here, jeez. People say to me like, oh, having like 6 tank zombies is the way. You want to have as many as humanely possible so that you can DPS it as much as possible. But they also forget there's like 50 million health of not hit phase. So, what are you gonna do then? You're not gonna be able to get a hit off. Where's your siphon gonna come from? You're gonna have to rely solely on your wand or your zombie sword or whatever other methods of healing you happen to have. I mean, I'm not even letting the tank zombies do their job. I'm doing it myself. Yeah. 100 XP left. That over here. That is definitely makes sense. He's here now. He wants to see my last boss before I get Demon Slayer 6. He wants to kill it as well. Very murderous.
Yeah.
I have no complaints, I suppose. 55 out of 56. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
3, 2, go. I'll hit it once to get aggro. Thanks, I don't know.
Tank zombies, do your job.
You have one job, tank zombies.
What did he pay, or what did he buy you for? I swear, if he helps, I'm gonna be so angry.
If he helps, you are ruined.
If he helps, I'm just gonna be sad. You probably should.
Does that count as helping?
No, it doesn't, because they don't
you.
affect me. So you should probably look at them. There are 3 of them.
Oh wait, I helped it. Where's the third one?
That's not good. They're all right there.
You gotta run all the way over to me. I could have just pressed the space key.
You could have, but you didn't.
Yeah, because that would do help.
It's dead. Okay, good. He didn't help.
I mean, I got one beacon.
And
yeah, Ender Slayer level 6.
Type it in chat.
Let's go. Shadow Kinetic Wand, Aspect of the Void, Adams with Katana, Sin Seeker Scythe, worthless. Click to collect. Boop. GG, I got one. Well, now he's gone. But at last, I am now Ender Slayer level 6. Can now use the gyrokinetic wand. I can use the AOTV finally. I mean, I always could, but I can now craft it, which is definitely much better than not crafting it. I can use the Atom Split Katana, and I can use the Sinseeker Scythe, which is, I don't really know necessarily why I'd want to, but I mean, it exists, I guess. And, well, as you can probably imagine, that is going to be all for this episode. If you did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe for more. I've got a pretty decent video idea for next Wednesday, and I shall see you then. Bye!